Well, good morning, everybody. How are we today? I am hoping that I am coming live to you from a little town called Beaufort. So we are caravan crafting this week. I can't actually see that I'm live, so I'm hoping that it's coming through nice and clear. If anybody is joining me, let me know. Let me see if I can get my video is not coming up, so I'm hoping that I'm live. And I'm here, but it's not showing on my screen. So I'm hoping that I can let one of you let me know that you're watching me live. That would be a great help. The reception is quite dodgy here. So, oh, good morning, Lynette. Okay, so then at least I know I'm live. I just can't see my video on the screen. So, good morning, Judy. How are you this morning? Thanks for joining me. So we are in a little town called Beaufort. We left home last night and started travelling across Western Victoria. Let's just see how we go. Hey, if I drop out, you'll know because the internet is quite dodgy and a bit not happening here at the moment. So nice view out the window. Yes, we've stopped. There's a little park here. Brettie's just made some breakfast for us. So we had some bacon and egg roll for breakfast, and the puppies have got their little blanket out there. I'll share some photos a little bit later. It is a really nice town, except we've just had fire sirens going through. It's going to be a scorcher here today. I'm thinking that they're saying like 36 or 40, between 36 and 40 degrees. So it's going to be a hot one, I think. So wish it was warm somewhere. Yeah, well, I'm even in a t-shirt today, so it's quite nice. So anyway, let's get started. So I've got a different setup here in the van this time. Normally I would come live to you on my little phone and I'd have to flick you down and everything, but I've gone all high tech. Ooh, high tech. And we're going to see how this system works. As I said, the internet is quite choppy, so we'll just see how we go. Hey, Glenda, thanks for joining me. Hey, Maura. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be where you are, Chris. Let's put it that way. It's a bit chilly for my liking. All right, let's flip you down and we'll get started. So how cool is this for a setup? I can just do my whole flicky thing and you know that it's all here. So I'll try and keep an eye on the comments and see how we go. All right, so today I've brought along with me, because I'm in the caravan, obviously I've got limited supplies. So I did bring some of this gorgeous, I apologise for the ring light. I bought some of this gorgeous Easter paper, and we'll see what we can create it. I've got a bit of a fancy fold to show you today. So I'm going to just pick out some of the designer series paper from this Easter Joy paper. And I was thinking, instead of making an Easter card, let's make a baby card. So we'll see how we go, hey? Good. Hello, Fiona, my fabulous friend from New Zealand. How are you? All right, so I'm thinking I kind of like this one here. It's a bit fancy, or this one here. Let me know out of the comments. Let me know which ones you want me to use. Now, I just picked out the designer series paper that is from each of these packs. So I've got an assortment of, cardstock with me in my hot little stash here. And I bought my inks and I bought a bit of stuff. You know me, I don't sort of travel lightly in my craft supplies. I always want to have something to do. Where's Brett? Brett is sitting outside the carrier. He's testing his new recliner chair out. He's sitting outside the van in his big Camp Bosch chair, sitting next to the puppies, on his phone, playing his game. So he would not caravan craft. He doesn't even want to craft at home, let alone, anything else. So, oh my word, Fiona! I told you I'd have you saving scraps eventually, didn't I? White-based DSP. Well, I'm going to put a white layer with it. So will we do, let's go boy or girl card. Maybe we could do it like that. Boy or girl card, which one? So I've got Balmy Blue for a boy or Pretty in Pink for a girl. Which one do you think? let me know. Here, I've got these two, Pretty in Pink or Balmy Blue. So we could do, well, if we had flowers, we probably couldn't do a boy card, but we could do a boy card with this one. Doesn't matter that it's got a bit of pink on it. The flowery one. All right, we'll do the flowery one because that's what Judy says, the flowery one. Crafting with scraps today too, yeah. Hey, listen, scraps are good. Scraps are good. From your fancy Pringles can. Well, if you decorate it, it makes it even more fancier, Chris. So, just saying, FYI. All right. So, I'm going to grab my trimmer here. Girl card and non-flower DSP. Well, we've got the flower DSP and we're going to use the Balmy Blue. All right. Thanks, Jude. All right. So, let's go. So, I'm going to cut this down. And I've got an A4 sheet here that I'm cutting down. Let me see if I can just pull it back a bit so I can get, I don't know if I'm going to get my whole trimmer, but anyway. I'm going to cut it to 14.9 centimeters, like so. And then I'm going to flick it, I'm going to flick my camera, make that move so that it, you know, makes you go all wobbly. Let's just adjust that again. Oh, sorry. There we go. That's better. And then I'm going to score this into the non-flowery DSP. Oh, okay. We're going to use the non-flowery DSP. This one. This is the one we're going to use. All right. We'll use that one then. And then I'm going to score this into 3 equal sections. So I'm just going to do 9.9. And then I'm going to open up my best trimmer in the world. And then I'm going to go to 19.8. So 9.9 and 19.8. Okay. So we're going to then just fold that into 3. Now this is not where it's going to finish because we're going to do, you wait till you see what we're going to do with this. All right. So I'm going to fold that there and I'm going to give that a good burnish. So you want to make sure that you've got good burnishes on all 3 sides. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab my trimmer again. Now, this is where you need to concentrate. So, I'm going to grab my trimmer and a little pencil here. And then, if this is, I'm going to just put a T here, because that's the top of my card, right? That's going to help me remember that this is the top of my card. And then, I'm going to make a mark here at 5.7 or 2 1/4 inches. And I'm just going to make a little mark here. Then, I'm going to turn my card. And I'm going to cut it from that mark to the corner. So see now, I've got a nice angle on my card here. And this is the top of my card. I'm going to put that aside. Now I'm going to work on the other side here. So the top of my card here. And then I am going to put this, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put it back in. And I'm going to put a mark here at 3.8 centimeters or 1.5 inches, depending, you know, where you're at in the world. So 1.5 inches or 3.8. And then I'm going to do the same thing and I am going to slice it across like that. Okay. So that's easy. You go, all right, okay, Beck, well, we can do that. We're doing like, you know, 2 angles, but wait, there's more. Now, I'm going to put the bottom of my card in on this side here that I just did. And I flipped it over so I get a nice straight edge. I'm going to put it in at 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch. I'm going to make a little mark here. And the marks that I'm making is just on my trimmer blade line. Okay. And then I'm going to do yet another fold. So we made this in class during the week and the girls were like, oh my God, this is like so hard, but it's not really. It is super easy once you get to know it, right? So now we've got angles here, angles here, angles here. You're going, oh my God, Beck, like how are you going to get all of your DSP to fit those angles? Well, wait, watch what we do. All right, so now I think we'll get a bit of white designer series paper, not white. It's named designer series paper. I just need white paper, really. And we'll do a matte in white. Or should we do a matte in pink? What do you reckon? We're going to use this as our DSP. So if we do a matte, white matte like that, and then we're going to do it like this. Do you like that look? Or should we do pink? Let me grab the pink sheet. Or should we do pink? But then if we put pink on it, it really is a girl card. Like that. Pink or white? Let me know in the comments. Pink or white? And of course, someone across the road has just started the lawnmower. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. But let me know, pink or white in the comments. There's a bit of a delay, so while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to cut my DSP layer. So I'm going to cut this down to 9 centimeters. And then I'm going to flip these around and go 13.3. So I'm going to go 13.3 and 13.3. Like so. So I've got 2 at 13.3. I do have yellow Mora. I do have, it's lemon lolly I have here. Let me see. We've got pink, white. Well, I think white's winning. All right. So we'll grab that white sheet. We'll do some white. All right. And then I'm going to cut this one down to 9.5 centimeters. So remember, this is my back matte layer. So I need this one to be a little bit bigger, right? So I'm going to go 9.5 centimeters by 14.4, and I need 2 of those. So 1 and 2. All right. Now the fun part. So I'm just going to pop my trimmer aside for now, but we will be bringing it back because we will need to trim. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this. So my card, this is the way my card folds. So it opens like this, opens like that, right? So just remember the flat piece of your card goes into the inside of your card like that. So we're going to go open, shut, okay? And this is the front part, the fancy part we want on the front, right? So I'm going to do this part first. So I'm just going to open my card up so I've got that fancy fold at the front here. I'm going to grab my white. And I'm simply going to just make sure I've got a gap here and a gap here that's the same. Now, you want it to be about 0.5 centimeter or 1/4 inch, because this way then you're going to get a nice even gap all the way around, right? And then I'm simply going to flip it over like so. And I'm just going to make a mark with my pencil like that. And then I'm going to grab my trimmer. And we're going to trim on those lines. So 1 and 2. This is a really cool card, and I'll show you the one we made during the week when we're finished. But it's just a cool card, and you know what? Once you get the hang of the angles, it's not hard to do at all. So see, now I have a beautiful border all the way around that's the same size because I've made it, you know, that little bit off. All right. So I'm just going to leave that there. Now we're going to go to the inside one. Now you just want to make sure when you're doing it that you're using the right side of your card to get the right angles. Now I'm going to pop this one on here and I'm going to flip it open, making sure I don't lose it as I flip it. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go like this and like this. All right, so I've got my front piece there. It'll come together really quickly once we've done it. And I've got some ephemera stuff here that we're going to pop on the front of it. So, all right, and then I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to slice it on that line there. Like that was a wee little line, wasn't it? We'll just chuck all of that over there, and then I have my border all the way around again. So see my border all the way around. So you go, well, that's great, Beck. I've got my matte layers, but now we've got to do the Designer Series paper layers. Well, that's super easy too. Let me show you how we're going to do that. So we're now going to put our DSP over our white, and we're going to do the same process. We're going to have a little bit of border here and a little bit of border here, like so. We're going to flip it over. Oh, I didn't even check the back sides. Anyway, that's pretty. And we're going to make a mark. Okay. Then we're going to simply cut on that line like so, and then cut on this line like so, and then we have our border all the way around. Voila! See? Quite simple. And then we have a nice 3 matte border with all of those angles. People are going to think you're a superstar when you show them this card. You're going to go, oh my goodness, how did you get all of those angles? And they're like the right measurements as well. All right, so we're going to do the same for the back one here. Like so. So just same here, flip it over, make a mark, and chop. Oh, I wish I had to use that one now. It's green. It's like super pretty. So we're off, as I said, in the caravan for the week, and we have a 4-day week. Lukey has not come with us. He does not fit in the van anymore. He does not like coming in the van when he's got to like hunch down. So he has stayed at home with his sister, and we have come out with the doggos and Brett and I. So it's going to be a fun weekend. We're going to do and have a look at all the silos. So we will, I will be sharing pictures over the weekend. All right, let me get my glue out here. And we're just going to glue these pieces all together now. I know, right, Maura? How easy is it? So let's glue our front bit on first. Like so. Oh, super juicy liquid glue. So we're going to glue this one on here like that. And then we're going to glue this one on here. So I like, you know, this, as I said, it is super easy. Once you get to do it, and you do it a couple of times, you're going to be doing angles like a pro. Trust me. All right, so now we've got, see how that looks so good, doesn't it? And then we're going to open it up, and we're going to do the same on our inside panel here. So we're just going to put a bit of glue here, like so, like that. So we're heading to Horsham. That's where I think our first stop is today. And we're having a look at things along the way. And I love windmills. So we do a head count of windmills as we're driving. And I have seen plenty. But last night when we were pulling up, we free camp. So last night, the Silo Trail, we are in the western area, Mary. So, and look at that. How cool does that look? Like fancy angles everywhere. You could put another angle on here too if you really wanted to. Make it look even more fancy. But, alright. So I'm going to cut a bit of white card base for the inside piece here. So we want that to be 14.4 by 9.5, like so. And then we can go ahead, and I'm not even going to worry about my T there because you're not going to see it once we put that in. But I want to get my stamps out. So let me get the stamps out that I have brought along with us. Hold please while I find said stamps. I did bring them. I know I did. I just don't know where I've placed them at the moment. Oh, here they are, underneath all my other crap. Alright, so I do have the little Easter one. But I bought the Woolly Friends too because I'm like, oh, yeah, the little lamb's a bit cute. And then I bought my ephemera. Which ones do you want me to work with? I've got the ephemera pack. We can have a look through that and see what images we've got there. And I've also got, like I said, the Woolly Friends. So let me know, what do you want to see? These are very pretty as well. Oh, look, we've got the little bunny here. What do we want to see? The ephemera, the woolly, the what? What does everybody want to see? So we get 2 sheets of each of these ephemera packs. I do like this little bunny. Maybe we could use a bit of a mix of both. We could go welcome cutie, and we could have this little, maybe we'll do that. Oh, you want to see the woolly sheep? The woolly sheep. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe let's have a play. All right. Please use the ephemera. Let's see. Let's use the ephemera. The bunny is super cute. I kind of like the ephemera. We're going to use this. I think we'll use this one here. Welcome cutie. So let's get that out. Oops. The little... We'll grab that welcome cutie out. I like the Woolly Friends, as I thought that was the one furthest left could be a bush. Oh, this one, yeah, that could, yes, very much so. Could be a little green bush. This one here could be like a little, you know, yeah, bush. A bush. That's the word you're looking for. Alright, so we will do that there. Let me just, I don't have a lot of room. My table here is only tiny. So, and I even brought, look, I bought my mini trimmer just in, or embossing machine, just in case. Alright, so we'll grab a block. Go that one there. Welcome, cutie. And then I did bring the Nested Essentials dies. So let's use the sheep on Wednesday. Alright, deal. We'll do the sheep on Wednesday. Alright. Now I've got to put my thinking cap on, but then it's not really a wing it. Well, it will be a wing it, but anyway. Alright, sheep it is on Wednesday. Let's see what size we want to use on here. So I'm thinking maybe that one there, or should we do, I'm going to do that one that way, and then maybe that, and then that. What do you reckon if we do a couple of layers? We'll do a couple of layers on there. I think that'll look nice. Alright, so we'll do, where's me blue? My blue scrappy bit, I'm going to do with that one. Then I'm going to do a white bit, a white bit, and then, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get that, will this fit? Well, this will be too magical, wouldn't it? Oh, no, shut the front door. Look at that scrap bit, and it's going to fit that die. It's meant to be. Don't you love it when that happens? And we get to use both sides of the designer series paper then. Oh, that makes me super excited. Alright, I do need to cut these down though to get them through my trimmer. So let me cut this one down because unfortunately I didn't bring any scraps with me. Oh, Beck, that's very disappointing that you didn't bring any scraps with you. Alright, so let me get this one out and see if I can remember what goes with what, hey? Alright, I'll get my plates out. So I think it's those two that I need. I even bought a little embossing folder to go with me because I didn't know. This is kind of like a wing it Wednesday on a Saturday. Alright, so we'll do our big one first. So I am kind of using the scraps because I'm using the scraps that were left over. Alright, so now apologies if the table rocks, but it's like one of my tables on like a, you know, if you've ever been in a caravan, it's a super flimsy base, so apologies if it rocks. Alright, so we're going to do that one there in the blue, and we're going to use our little scrap. That is just too perfect, that one. I'm going to run that one through, making sure it doesn't move because it only just fits. Alright. Oh, I know, Megan, I know. Cupboard full of scraps. Don't worry, Brett already tells me I carry too much shit in the van, that's for sure. Look at that. I cannot believe that that fits. Oh, what a magical surprise that is. Alright, and then we'll cut out our little white piece here. I'm going to go like this. Do the thinner edge first. Alright. And then we're going to die cut this one. Alright. Must remember, use the sheep on Wednesday for Megan. Alright, I'll pop this aside. Alright. And then I think, what ink will we use? I do like Secret Sea. I'm going to bring in Secret Sea and use a bit of that. Let me just see. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. Alright. So I'm just going to go, oh, and look at that. It just fits. Welcome, cutie, up the top there. And then I think if we get, I'm going to use those little flowers. Oh, no, I'm going to use this little one. Look at this little butterfly. It's so cute. Alright, I'm going to grab another block. I don't have many blocks in the van here, but I've got a few. I'm going to, oh, that's a bit of an overkill block, but anyway. And then I think, what colour will we do the butterfly in? Let's go. We're going to go like that. Oops. Going to go like that. Like that. And I think maybe, what if we use a bit of balmy blue? Oh, no. We'll use Shy Shamrock. I think. Shy Shamrock it is. Shy Shamrock. And then I'm just going to see how that goes. Yep. And then I think we're just going to pop that little cutie there like that. Like so. Cover up my inks. Love my new holder that I got for my inks that I got from Kmart. Now, I did share it a couple of weeks ago. It is a beauty case. And it just fits the inks. It fits my punches. It's got a lot of stuff in there. All right. Move that out of the way. And then we'll bring in that ephemera, and I really do like that cute little bunny. So let's grab this little bunny here. Oh, I need to get my ink back out to stamp the inside panel. Do that one there. And then will I put maybe those tulips? Let's see what this one here looks like. We'll pull that one out, and then maybe this one. I don't know. We'll see. I think that we'll see what that looks like. All right, let's put it together. Oh, actually, we want to stamp our inside first. So I'm going to do this. Grab our little cute butterfly again. And we'll just stamp him. I'm just going to do it once. Once is enough. On the bottom there. All right. So we're going to glue this panel in here. And then that way it gives you heaps of room to write your essay. I'm going to glue that panel in to the middle here, like so. Then I'm going to flip that shut. We're going to add this on here like that. I'm going to pop that one there. I'm going to do that little welcome cutie. I'm going to pop this one here. Oh, look at that. How adorable is that? And then do I use the little tulips? Oh, let's stick it together. Let's just stick these bits together. All right, I'll grab some dimensionals. Got my little packet of dimensionals here. So this all goes in, I have a couple of different bags that I travel with, and I'll take some photos to share with you, just in case, you want to do some traveling of your own. They're beauty cases essentially, and one beauty case that I have literally holds all of my tools. So I know that when I leave the house, I'm never going to leave a tool behind. So I bring everything with me because, well, that's just what we do as crafters, isn't it? All right, we'll pop a couple of dimensionals on here. So this one here, like so. Oops. And then, where's my little, see, even bring my little doohickey thingy for my little embellishment toppies, backy thingies. You know the dimensional backings, these thingies that, go everywhere. And then we will layer that up there like that. So this is going to be quite a puffy card. All right, so if you're in the States, you might need to add extra postage to it. And then I think this one's going to go here. So we need to pop a couple of dimensionals on the back of him because we've popped all that up. So we're going to pop him up on a couple of dimensionals. So we're just going to layer them. Going to back them up. Go one like that. One like that. All right, I'm going to glue this one down. Like so. We're going to glue this one here like that. There. Then our little, oops, slid that. Then our little cute rabbit is going to go there. Now, do we use this one here like that, or this one here, or not at all? I was actually thinking that this one could have gone over here like that, like he's peeking out behind the flowers. What do you reckon? So do we do that, or do we not do anything and we just leave the little bunny rabbit? This is up to you guys. This is your card. Let's go. What do we want to do? Do we want to put the little tulips there like he's peeking out behind the rabbit, or no tulips? Which one do we want to do? Good morning, Grace. How are you? We've just made this awesome fancy fold with all of these different angles on it. How cool is it? It's pretty cool. All right, while we're waiting, I'm going to pack up a few things. Let me know what you want to do. Should I use the tulip or not use the tulip? I think this one's too big, to be honest. even if we did it there like that. But I think it loses the cuteness of the rabbit if I put it there. And if I put it under there, we're going to hide it. So, nah. Tulip or not to tulip? That is the question. Let me know. Tulips? Megan says tulips. Yes, the tulips, you reckon? Yes, the flower. All right, cool. We'll use the flower then. We've had enough votes. The consensus is to use the flower. So we're just going to put a bit of liquid glue on the back of the flower there. And he's going to literally just stick to the back of the bunny. So he looks like he is poking out from behind the flowers. Like so. And look at this, Maura. You'll be proud of me. I even bought some envelopes somewhere here. I thought I did anyway. Pretty sure I did. Oh, they'll be here somewhere. They're in probably one of my little slip bags here that I bought. I bought a heap of these little things. I thought I bought envelopes. I was going to go, oh, look at me. You'll be so proud of me. I bought envelopes. But now I can't even find the damn envelopes. Goodness me. Oh, they're here. Oh, hang on. No, that'd be white cardstock. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, here we go. I found one. Here we go. And then it'll be ready to post, won't it? Alright. So, we're just going to go... Actually, you know what? We're going to use this little flower here on the front of our envelope. Like so. There. And then I'm going to grab my little shy shamrock and my little butterfly. And we're just going to go like that. So the butterfly looks like he's coming off the plant. How cool is that? So there we go. Beautiful fancy fold with all of those angles. And I'm quite sure that you will be able to recreate that at home. No problemo at all. Now that you've seen it, now you can rewind it and fast forward it and rewind it and fast forward it and go, what did you do there? What did you do there? So there we go. What do you think? Let me know. What do you think of that one? Bit fancy for a Saturday morning, isn't it? Yeah, thanks, Grace. I'm glad you like it. Like, really easy. You can decorate the ephemera packs. I love the ephemera packs. You can just decorate so much with these ephemera packs. They're super cool. So, thanks, Megan. I'm glad you like it. So let me show you the one that we did in class during the week. It had a lot more... Oh, now where have I put that? Oh, it was a lot more involved, and there was heaps to it. But I think the girls had a bit of fun making it. Well, we always have fun making our cards, but I think they had heaps of fun making this one. So this was the one we made in class. We did the Gears and Textures class, and we even put a spinner, but it's been a bit crushed because it's been in my bag and it's caught on my gold. But we put a spinner on it on the bottom here, and we made our own designer series paper. So how cool is that? So it doesn't matter whether you're making it for a baby or for a man or for whatever. It's a great fold to use and really, really easy. Really, really easy. Look, we've done it in half an hour, not even that, from start to finish. So stress and fun. Yeah, it was, Judy, wasn't it? So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you have an awesome week. As I said, we're here and traveling in the van until Tuesday, so I will share some photos during the time that we're traveling. We do love it when we come away in our van. It's very relaxing. Well, it is relaxing, but it's not relaxing. It's not as relaxing as going on an overseas holiday where I don't have to cook, but I still got to cook. And that's always a good holiday when you don't have to cook, clean, or wash, isn't it? Like, you know, so. All right, so don't forget, guys, we've got bonus days happening at the moment. We have a brand new tool that was dropped during the week. I can't wait till my stamping positioner comes. It's going to be so much fun making all different types of cards with that. But the only way you can get that at the moment is if you're a demonstrator. And if you're not a demonstrator, you can sign up and become a demonstrator, but I would wait until next month because you get that tool for for free if you sign up. So it's a great deal and a great offer from Stamping Up. I mean, it's always a great time to join Stamping Up, especially if you're joining my team, because, like, we're the best. But, you know, just saying. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you need anything, let me know. Don't forget to head over to the website if you do need something, or give us a shout and I can order it for you. Every little bit helps you to get towards Costa Rica, which is what we're all aiming for. And, yeah. All right, guys. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday for Wing It Wednesday. If not, I'll see you next Saturday for Breakfast with Beck. All right. Bye for now.